Alright. Thank you, your lordship. You have not abandoned the lower deckers. I will never abandon the lower decks. I love that show. Oh, wait. It's a good show, though. It's fucking great. Alright. Root out the nasty business. Faster than the enforcers. We'll leave no stone unturned. Good. Go do it. I bet they're all going to be fighting among themselves in the future, though. With no enforcers down here, it's going to turn to shit, isn't it?
Wits about you.
It's going to turn to shit. Let me come in here now, actually. What's going on? Oh, I can steal some stuff. Hi, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just going to steal all your shit. Thanks. What have you got down here? Hyper dynamo capacitors and thermoplast. Nice. I'll take that. Thank you. Oh, that's terrible. That is just awful. Like, yeah, cool, great. We have an accord. Now let me come and take your personal possessions away from you. Ah, that's so good. What is this place?
Deal with this.
What do we got? What? Excuse me, game. Let us in. Thank you. Ah, see, look, This guy's in a frenzy. What? We got a servo skull, repeller, and some promethium. That's dangerous. We're gonna have to take that off of y'all. Yeah, how are these guys like in frenzy now? They're like, dude, we're energized. We're working hard now. We're ready. The Lord Captain has come down here and told us what's what. And then he took all our shit. He stole my promethium. Abe's gonna be like, I didn't like that. I'd rather we don't do that in future. And I'll be like, I bet you would. It's like The Witcher. You help a poor family that can't even properly pay you. You go inside the house and then you steal everything. Yes, or Skyrim, you know. Just walk around, put wicker baskets over everybody's heads and then loot them blind. I have an urgent matter to discuss. Please give me a moment. Oh shit, oh shit. He's like... Are you pleased with your investigation? Wow. You kowtowed to disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed leniency. That rabble will come with them in open arms next time there's disloyalty on the ship. They've seen you as a weak leader. We could have killed everybody down here and then they would see me as nothing. Gotta go try and get some sleep. Okay, Your Honor, thanks for coming in. Take care. Have a good evening and I hope you feel better soon. Bring me up. Yep, get out of here. Go get some sleep. Have a good one. See you next time. I'll be back over the weekend as well, as long as my throat continues to heal. And it will be Kiryu time. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valancius Protectorate? Don't speak to your Lord Captain in that tone. I solved a problem. Yeah, you have allowed a revolt and your actions guaranteed it would. Do I go at him hard like that? I do. I think, yeah, like, I wouldn't mind this option, but this is a bit more spicy. I would have handled the situation myself if you not decided to intervene. You would have handled the situation that you created. You don't quite understand the circular reasoning here. Remember Theodora? Do you think she even set one slippered foot down on these decks? No, she didn't. Maybe that's the problem. This is like decades of resentment building up here. If she did, maybe this would have never happened. And I'm sorry to speak ill of the dead that way, but, you know. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers while she delegated grand design. Yeah, you want me to sit up there and daydream on my throne all day? I won't do it. Yeah, if she'd have spent more time on trifling matters, wouldn't have wound up dead? Fuck. I think if I said that, I wouldn't blame Abe for pulling his gun out and shooting me in the head. He'd have to fight really hard against the instinct. Ay, ay, ay. I'd be only too willing to trust my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation had already spiraled out of your control. That's truth. I think I like that. Give me a reason why I should continue listening to your advice. Right now I don't see any. No, I think that's too hard this here. It's like, you kind of missed the point that this already spiraled out of your control. I inherited this shit, and I needed to take a decisive measure. Not allow what was already going on to continue marching to a downward spiral. You're right, at least as concerns junior officers making complaints to you directly. That's true too. That happened because of you. Are we seeing the pattern here, Abe? I lost my temper. I believe I ought to explain myself. Please do. Prosperity of the Von Valancius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Navy for a chance to see it flourish. Okay, fair enough. I never thought of that angle, like what he left behind to come here and what he's been charged with. He takes his duty very seriously. I knew that much, but when you put it in those terms, that's basically like saying, I left behind one promising career to fulfill this as now like a passion project. It's the role of a lifetime. He saw her deeds as true greatness. Yeah. They do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds, they create order out of anarchy. Left behind everything he'd known, family, etc., came from a long line of officers and embarked on a reckless adventure. It is pretty reckless. Like, joining a rogue trader's crew is not necessarily a step up, it's a step to the side. To do something wholly different. It's breaking the mold. Yeah, she would go off the flagship for long periods of time to distant frontiers and scouting voyages. And then suddenly everything that had been built over the years began to quake and rattle like a flimsy hangar on a seismically active world. A senior officer betrayed us all, the rogue trader was killed, and who knows what's happening on the other planets. I tell you this honestly without fear or appearing weak. It came as a grievous blow to me. I'm not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I'm duty-bound to the rogue trader and to me. And to find my footing as quickly as possible to do that, I must insulate you from problems that the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedure on the ship. Yeah, he's basically arguing these ships have been run this way for decades, millennia even. They're tried and true and tested methods. And I wanted to insulate you from this. It's like, no, you wanted me to live a fairy tale? I need to see this shit. You know? I'm sure Theodora understood all this was going on as well, and maybe she was happy to let you keep going. I, right now, can't see us in the same situation because we just changed everything. So something new had to be done this time. Next time, if they uprise down here again, if they start getting more uppity, I will send the enforcers in and crack skulls, because then they've betrayed my trust. But they needed me to put some trust in their hand. That's my point in this. So anyway, Theodora trusted in established procedures, and she died. I won't make that mistake. Stop living in the past, old man. Understand you need to learn how to respect me as the Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Nah, my guy wouldn't say that, because I don't think that carries much stock with him. Prosperity of Von Valancius Protectorate is important to me. Again, I don't feel like my guy would say that. I value what she created, and I trust the situation is an aberration in the ship's otherwise smooth operation. Since the established procedures are working, I'm seeing no reason to change them. That's me basically saying, okay, now we're away from those guys and settled them down, go back to the way things were. I've seen sentiment and hand-wringing, but little competence. I have no plans to rely on your judgment. That feels like I'm basically firing him. I don't like that either. I don't like any of these. Oh my god. I don't want to say this, you know, like, I feel like I wouldn't say, yeah, she, you know, she was basically tried and tested and true procedures and she died, didn't she? How's that working out for her? I mean, we still don't know who killed her, though. That's the other thing. Like, it wasn't the heretics. Something else killed her. Something insanely quick. Quick to the gun. But it wasn't a warp spawn, because she wasn't torn to shreds. Or scorched with, like, you know, witch magic or shit. No. She was shot with a gun. By somebody who moved fast enough to outdraw Mort, who apparently had lightning-quick reflexes. And not only was he killed quickly, she was killed immediately afterwards. So somebody pulled bullet time mode. Fucking, you know, Max Payne went in there, went into bullet time, and headshotted both of them before they could do anything. That's some scary shit. Whoever did that. That's like Assassin's Clade levels of scariness. Yeah, let's start living in the new world, where Theodora is gone, and you and I have new decisions to make. I feel like I'm going to say anything that's the closest is going to be 2. Let's do that. Yes, Lord Captain, your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment, should my old habits creep back in. Yeah. Let's work in good faith with what we just built here with the lower deck crew. If they breach that good faith, let's just crush them. We can always get more. Let's leave the decks. He stretches his legs. I just don't want to be here anymore, standing near this puddle of vomit, or whatever the hell it is they threw at me. Hey there, oh, you're the guard. Right, okay. Right, let's get out of here and let's level up. Let's spend that level. It's like I was trying to go to another planet. 98%. It's like waiting for a Windows update. There we go. Okay, what have we got? Everybody leveled. I kind of feel like that should have given me, you know, more points in this kind of shit, like an iconoclast. What I just did there was very iconoclastic, so, oh well. But I do get some more archetypes. So what are we going to get? An ability and a skill? Yes. Joint analysis. Until an operative's next turn, their allies also remove exploits and deal plus int bonus damage. So I'm basically sharing my exploitability with everybody in combat. But every time that happens, it will remove an exploit off of someone. And we don't seem to be... I'm not very good at stacking these exploits, so I don't know if I really care about that. This, on the other hand, it's personal. I just love that it's personal. For the next attack, target affected by an exploit, that target's cover efficiency will be reduced by a complicated mathematical formula. Holy fuck. Based on my perception bonuses, obviously. Gives additional hits chance and reduction of cover efficiency. So anyone in cover, I can basically do a good shot against them. I could intimidate. Operative's next non-area attack inflicts the intimidate effect on the first target hit by the attack and all enemies in a 5-cell radius around the target. Oh, I like that. If I'm good, if I get like early roll as well, like if I get a good initiative roll and the enemy are clustered together and I just shoot one of them with that, like all of them get intimidate. So what does intimidate do? So the damage dealt by intimidated enemies is reduced. Okay, that's what it is. So yeah, I can basically make the initial opening engagement easier if that happens. Perfect spot. I am really digging sniping in this with my guy. While in cover, an operative gains 25% cover efficiencies, so I can, you know, hide in half cover and still get additional cover efficiency. Full cover would be even better. Plus 15 perception and ballistic skill. I like both of these. I'm going to favorite that. I think we're going to go with Intimidate. What is Tactics Knowledge? I'm just gonna, I haven't been using the favoriting yet, but I'm kind of digging this. All enemies within a 10-cell radius effect. Removes 1 exploit from an enemy in a 5-cell radius around a point with 10 cells from the operative. If there's only one in the area, the operative removes all exploits from that enemy. All allies gain plus exploits removed armor. So if there's a lot of people with exploits on them, I can give everybody armor. That's not bad either. Like, it's like I do a quick analysis of like, all these guys do this, therefore I can quickly tell my colleagues, hey, watch your flanks, or do this, or don't do that, or whatever, and it will reduce the damage they take. If 4 or more are removed, the operative will then gain plus 2 multiplied by exploits removed damage until the end of combat. I like that as well. I'm going to favorite that too. So those are the only ones I can pick for. This is all that's available in this. Okay. Hide previously selected. No. Intimidation though. I'm going to go with that for now. I think that's good. And we should be getting, you know, talents and common talents, special ability, skills, characteristics, talents. I'm just wondering how many more of these I could take. Like, this was an ability, right? Is that the same as a special ability? Right, I can kind of see what my options would be. When do I get those options again? Oh, not till here. I'm only going to be able to get one more of this. Ooh, okay. That might change things. That might change things a little bit. Do I really... Because I've highlighted 3 other things I might want. That basically gives everybody a minus 7% on their damage until their next turn. Negative effective, double for enemies with less than 12% armor. So if they're really weak, it's 14 minus 14% damage. That's not bad. But now that I know that that's like only one of 2 more things like this I'm going to be getting, yeah. I don't know about that now. Maybe perfect spot instead. Perfect spot and tactical knowledge. Like, tactical knowledge might be much better overall, because it's giving everybody like a percentage of armor. But then again, it's not going to be much. Like, if I only get like 3 people with that, it's going to be very situational. I'm going to need a big field of enemies, and it's going to give everybody 3% armor. And then I'm going to get, you know, like if there were 3 enemies, it's going to be 2 times 3, so 6 percentage of damage. Versus 7% or 14% reduction in their overall attack. Actually, I'm going to go with that. And then I'll probably take perfect shot, maybe, or precise attack as my last one over here. Okay. And then we can boost some of this. Ooh. My tech use is pretty fucking baller. My logic is pretty good as well. My awareness is at 75. Fuck. So I could give that like even more to 85. Because I've got my plus 50 character bonus of perception. with the Origin of Crime Lord gets me up to 55. My Law of the Imperium or Xenos. I'm the best person at medical stuff as well. I'm pretty good at everything compared to my crew. They all fucking suck. And we're getting a +3 because of our goggles. We will probably lose that eventually when we take new armor. So... I'm gonna go with more tech use. This is really helping me. Like, rewire that door so we can open it? Sure thing, I got you, bro. It's all good. Alright, let's get this done. We've kind of agonized over that a bit too much. So we got choose abilities. We've got Air of Authority. An officer increases allies resolved by 4 until the end of combat. So she's an officer type. Get back in the fight. Encourages an ally immediately recovered from a burning, bleeding toxin, stunned. Break their ranks. Ability can only target allies who have an enemy adjacent to them. Till the start of the officer's next turn, all melee attacks made by the target deal additional damage. Move! Immediately grants an ally additional AP. Thing is, I'm taking all of these types of things with Hecate and also Abe. She's a weirdo. She needs to do weird stuff. That's why she's here. She's here to do weird shit. Glimpse of fate. So one friendly creature within a 12-cell radius gets +25 increase hit chance on their next attack, dodge on their next dodge, and a chance to success on resistance. Bonuses disappear independently from each other after being successfully applied. That's pretty cool. So it's not just like, oh, if they shoot, they lose all the bonuses to dodge and, you know, next test of resistances. Those don't disappear until they come to call. That's pretty cool. I like that. I might even favorite that, because I don't know if we're going to go with that. Held in my gaze. Navigator deals 11 to 26 damage to an enemy that must pass a willpower test or become immobilized until the next turn. What? Yo. She just looks at them and is like, stay there. And they're like, oh fuck, I can't move. It's like the Eye of Sauron looking at me. The Notch of Purpose. Navigator designates a square. Enemy close to the square immediately moves 4 cells towards it. Oh my god, I could draw people out of cover with that. Yo, maybe reveal the light. Why can't I take these? These probably features the Waking Nightmare or Held in My Garret. So I need to get prerequisites for these. Right, okay. Point of Curiosity, Notch of Purpose. So that basically they augment those abilities, I guess. Right, okay. Target ally gains +20 to willpower and toughness. Not bad, not bad. Waking Nightmare. This sounds like some psycho shit. Look at the pattern, though, of the attack on that. Like, yes, it's got this, like, cell radius and then missing bits and then the corners are affected. What? That's weird. That's weird. All enemies within the area suffer a -20 penalty to willpower and toughness. That's good. Ding. Zone of Fear. Creatures in a 3x3 zone must pass a willpower or resistance test or move out of that zone. So, oh my god, I could like use this to pull people in and use that to like force them to try to flee. They would rip themselves in half. They're like, oh fuck, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be here, but I have to be. Yeah. Must pass a resistance test to move out of the zone. Even if they are stunned or immobilized, the movement triggers attacks of opportunity from the navigator's allies that have passed the resistance test or are outside the zone. Oh my god, that is great! So wait a minute. Attack of opportunity, though, is if somebody is like, if they move, but somebody's next to you. What if it's ranged? I think that's probably what it would be, right? You know, if somebody like runs past a melee person like Abe. But of course the zone of fear will affect our allies. Just anybody, it's not just enemies. So Abe would need to pass a willpower test. And if he does, and the enemy fails and they try to run and he was stood next to them, he would rip them in half. Or if he's just outside the zone and they try to move away. But then, you know, that happens anyway. I was kind of hoping it would be like, oh, everybody takes a shot at this guy. Including the ranged people. That would be amazing if that's how that works. I don't know if it does. It might not. Like in this context, it may still consider the attack of opportunity a uniquely melee thing, which is a problem. So that might not be as good as I expect. But pairing that with Notch of Purpose, it seems like I would do that just to fuck with people. But I'm only going to be able to take that and then something else here, so I would have to use both of them. I don't know if I want to build this character that way. No, I think Waking Nightmare is the way to go. Just, you know, really cripple people's willpower and toughness. It's either that or Glimpse of Fate. Let's go with this first. Glimpse of Fate. We'll take Notch of Purpose off, and just Waking Nightmare will be the next ones. Okay, that's how we're going to build her up. And then we got a common talent. What do you recommend, game? No recommendations? What about warp shit? Mastery of time. When an ally in combat gains an extra turn, Navigator gains a stacking +5 bonus to willpower. I don't know about that. Enemy Navigator has their line of sight. Every enemy in the Navigator's line of sight has a dodge and hit chance reduced by 6. Oh, I like that. I kind of like that. I'm going to start using these now, because week at a time I play this game, I forget everything I may have read in previous ones, and I have to reread them. Blood Augury. Enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer an 11% additional damage from a source of warp damage. Well, now that we've got 2 warpy people, that might actually work. But it does mean we have to fuck with the warp a lot. Every even turn, second, fourth, etc., Navigator gains an additional action point. Okay. Weird. Guide of Souls. Navigator starts all turns, including extra turns, with +3 additional movement points. The first ally targeted by the Navigator with a single target ability each turn gains the same amount of additional movement. Resistance tests with the willpower if it's higher than the base characteristic for the test. Okay. Open to the warp. Enemies affected by a Navigator's warp power suffer a stacking -10 penalty to the next resistance test. Ooh. Enemies moved by the Navigator's power suffer +3 damage at the end of movement. Ooh, boy. Oh, that with Notch of Purpose or the, like, you know, Area of Terror effect? Put those two together, and making people walk around is just making them hurt. That's kind of scary. Oh my god. And, you know, like, +1 for every cell the enemy moves on top of the 3 damage. I'm now tempted to go back and actually take that ability and just pair it with this, just because it's weird. I mean, I do love this, don't get me wrong. We could do it over here, though. We may have to wait a while to see that strangeness, but... when a Navigator uses Navigator powers, the Veil degradation is reduced by 1? Oh, that would be good. I like that. Navigator heals 5 wounds at the beginning of every turn and gains 1 wound for every Navigator talent taken. Healing is increased. That's really good. Strange Vitality. Yes. I might want to tick that. Course on travel, when a navigator uses navigator powers that has not been used in the combat, they gain +2 perception. Nah, that's crap. Threads of faults. Whenever you fail a resistance test against a navigator power, the attacks against them get a +32% crit chance. I like that, maybe. Tonicity. Navigator powers deal +1 damage for every 5 bonus characteristics of the navigator's currently equipped staff. At the end of combat, enemies damaged by the navigator suffer an additional +6 damage from all attacks of opportunity, then cannot dodge them. Oh, wow, okay. It just says damaged by the navigator. That could be using a gun. So I could shoot someone that Abe is in melee with, and if that person tries to flee melee, then it's an I mean, even if they were in melee with the navigator, you know, it would be an unblockable attack of opportunity with +6 damage. I'm gonna tick it. So we've got 4 more to read and then we'll make a decision. Under the effect of a navigator's power, the enemies have their armor reduced by 10. This reduction is increased by the devastating parameter of a navigator's staff doesn't stack. I think maybe we will be taking that now. Under my protection, allies that are targeted by a navigator's ability gain +5 resistance tests. No. Unnatural lure. Navigators gain +5 fellowship. Who wants to be fellowed with a navigator? Those guys are weird. Allies that are targeted by a navigator's power gain +10 armor. So I can reduce people's armor and I can give my friends armor if I give them... Yeah, because oh, you know what? We should probably do that. Because we're taking this. This is to a friendly unit. So we will put that on a friendly unit, Glimpse of Fate. That will give them... increased hit chance on their next attack, increased dodge on their next dodge test, and a chance for a successful resistance test. And that same person will get +10% armor. Additional armor is reduced by the amount of veil degradation to a minimum of 0. So at the start of combat, I can pick a favorite, like me. Hi. And yeah, we're doing that. That's it. That's the winner right there. Beautiful. Okay, we've still got 4 more people to go, guys. Bear with me. I love that everybody levels up like at the same time, like the rising tide raises all ships in this game, but it does make the more people you get, leveling up becomes a bit of a chore. Okay, this is an easy, quick test, though. What are we going to do with our shooty person? Well, of course, we're going to increase ballistic skill. Duh. Ballistic skill indeed. And then we got this. What do you recommend? Again, no recommendation. This person is an officer, but they're also a fighter. Do we want a defensive feature? There's quite a few here. Or support. Timely rescue. Well, the Astra Militarum commander is under the regimental tactics effect. Killing an enemy adjacent to an ally grants an ally an additional 10 momentum. That's not bad. Because momentum then activates special skills. Unflinching heroism! These are universal features, though. Every commander uses a heroic act, or every commander's ally uses a heroic act, the commander will gain +5 to all their characteristics. I get so, inspired by the heroism of others. There are no archetype talents, so there's origin talents, though. Maybe we should just focus on those. Master Militarum Commander is under the regimental tactics effect. All of their allies gain +5 to the rate of fire for every attack they have made since the start of this effect. So basically, the longer the combat goes on, the more the more fire rate goes up. Astra Militarum Commander is adjacent to an ally. The commander deals an additional 15% damage to all enemies adjacent to the commander's allies. Wait, what? That doesn't compute. Let me reread that. While the Astra Militarum Commander is adjacent to an ally, the commander deals an additional 15 damage to all enemies adjacent to the commander's allies. So I need to be standing next to someone in order to do more damage to someone else who's adjacent to one of my allies. So that could still be someone else, like Abe in combat with someone. As long as I'm shoulder to shoulder with a friend, which I generally pair these two up anyway, I think. Could work. Timely rescue we've read, and that. Suppression fire then, when an Astra Militarum Commander is under regimental tactics effect, which she will be always. Single target melee ranged attacks and area attacks gain plus 20 to dodge reduction, parry reduction, and cover penetration against enemies adjacent to the commander or other allies. I'm going to go shoulder to shoulder. I think I already have that on Argenta anyway. So together, they stand firm. They form a bulwark. Muzzle velocity, rack and ruin. No, okay, I didn't have that. We will do then. We're going to give that to her as well. She's also getting... It was already pre-selected for me. Ballistic skill. Wait. Why... Is that like maxed out then? Can I only take that? Because I took it twice already. I can only boost it 2 times. I guess so. Agility or perception? Strength, willpower. I think some willpower might be useful. Happy lurking, Ms. Prague. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day at work. Withstanding horrors of the warp. I feel like, you know, a Sister of Battle needs to have that, right? They need to have that. Okay. Origin talent. Now, because she's not an officer. That's a good point. She's not an officer. So there won't be a shoulder to shoulder for her, I guess. Yeah. That's fine. Better to die for the Emperor. While under 40% wounds, the Imperial World character gains 10 bonus. Doing my part. No other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character. The first archetype's ability... I don't know, that's too complicated. No heresy. Imperial World characters gain plus 10 crit hit chance and armor against Xenos and demonic creatures. Allies gain half these bonuses. I like that. Let's tick. Ready to serve. When the Imperial World character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability or affects an ally with such an ability, their resolve goes up by 1 for a round. Stronger together, all allies, including Xenos in the current party, gain... I don't think Argenta would give a Xeno her, like, blessing in this way, but... yeah, no. Cleansing faith. Melee flame and melter attacks against demons and psychers. Oh man, we don't have any of that yet, but I'm gonna tick it. But it gives way more penetration and shit. The Litany of Hatred. Yes! I'm all about them litanies of hatred. A devotee and their allies in the area effect of the War Hymn or Furious Recital gain plus 2 damage for single shots and attacks of opportunity for 1 round. Well, don't we have... We got run and gun. War Hymn and Furious Recital. I thought I had Furious Recital. Huh. I thought we had that. That just... I guess not. Purification. All enemies in the area effect of War Hymn or Furious Recital gain plus... I think it's just a character thing. It's maybe not on here. I think she has it as like a character type thing that just comes as standard and it's not part of her soldier archetype. Gain a plus 1 stack to the Disturbed effect. Enemies adjacent to the Devotee gain plus 2 stacks of Disturbed. Nah. Devotees gain 16 armor against attacks of demons and warp damage. Devotees... Oh, I like that. I'm gonna tick it. We might take that now. Or the Litany of Hatred. I also kind of like Better to Die for the... I'm going to take that too, to come back to it later. Devotee gains +4 chance to ignore enemy attacks. That's actually pretty good. If there's a way to boost that. But no, I'm thinking this. Shield of Faith for now. Yes. Litany of Hatred was also pretty nice, so we'll tick it off. Alright, Idira, what can you do for me? All I have is Dominate for her as an origin talent. Target must pass willpower resistance tests with a -5 penalty, or on the next turn they will spend their movement points to move as close as possible toward the Psyker. They can act as... Why would I want that? I don't want them coming near her. No. Let's go instead with something else. Joint analysis. Until the operative's next turn, their allies' attacks also remove exploits and deal link damage. Yeah, with precise attack. I think joint analysis. Sensory deprivation. What is that? Target makes a willpower resistance test. If it succeeds, the target is just blind. Congratulations, you are only blinded now until the start of my next turn. And if you fail, you're not only blinded, you suffer a -5 penalty to every characteristic. Beautiful. So I guarantee blinding people and make it worse if possible. They must make a willpower resistance test at the end of each turn. Yes. I don't need to think about that. I'm taking that. I'm not going to look at anything else because we're spending way too long on this. What could we give her? Logic? Tech use, awareness, lore, Xenos, Imperium, warp. She already knows quite a bit about the warp. Awareness is pretty good. Tech use, not so much. I'm going to go with maybe logic. No, she's not a logical person, actually, come think of it. Logic's not her strong suit. Let's go with Medicaid, actually. Let's have another person actually be good at that other than me. Yeah. Like, I'm the only person who knows how to use a med kit. Okay. You can have more toughness, maybe, or more weapon skill. He's already pretty strong. Weapon skill could do with going up. Let's do that. And you are going to take some, I guess offensive. Perfect timing. Allies affected by Brace for Impact gain additional 30% to cover penetration. He's never going to be close to us, though. So he's in the field ripping and you know, slicing. I could give him this. Does he have a chainsword now? I don't remember. I'm just gonna nope out real quick. What does he have weapon-wise? He's just got a regular sword. It is a non-chain sword. Okay. So again, we went with weapon skill, right? Yeah, next. But it would be good for him to be able to have one, I think. I think I give the chainsword to Argenta, actually. I don't want to give him any of this stuff. What about defensive? Do not falter. Allies affected by Brace for Impact do not suffer negative effects. Both things? Nope. Scatter. All allies affected by Brace for Impact suffer only half damage from all attacks of opportunity. No. This would be great if I had like a couple of melee people running in. Like if he ran in side by side with Argenta, but I want her using that bolter all the time because it's just beautiful. It will not die. Increases the wounds by half of the character's level rounded up. Oh. More bonus to dodge. For a man who needs to run in and attack things by hitting them with something in his hand, that's not a bad thing. What about his origins, though? We already know about these. Nimble. There we go. Beautiful. Wow, that didn't take long at all. That didn't take too long at all. No, we only like spent 40 minutes leveling characters up. Alright. Okay. First of all, give me a save. Thank you. Where are we then? We are trying to go somewhere. I was trying to get to Rykard Minoris. Yes, the Machine Spirit Keeper is there, and we can recruit people. Alright. Let's do this. I'm not going anywhere near that. Not when it's got these weird-ass symbols floating over it. That looks Eldar. I don't want anything to do with that shit. Begin the scan. What do we know? Extractium? Mobile mining outpost assembled in accordance with the Blessed Sacred Template Construct. Standard template construct even, but it is sacred. A small industrial complex can be deployed on practically any world. However, inhospitable serf clan assigned to it will devote to the maintenance. Okay, so we can basically build an extraction plant here for resources. Cool. But we're going to the starport, and everybody's coming with me, including my navigator. We may need help navigating the hallways. So we're going to get a quick introduction to what's going on here. I would like to get more troops. I would like to get my engine seer. Get the ship up and running, and then we go check out the prison planet. If we can. I don't know if that will be available to us. It kind of gave me the impression that after a while, if you don't deal with a situation, you can't get to it anymore. Oh my fucking word. Zombies. The heck is going on? Why can't we go anywhere nice? The starport greets you with a din of ordnance, and the smell of explosive tickles your throats. Yes, okay. Weapons on the ground or I'm firing. You think so? Our skies are in lockdown, the rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot happen to land without a scratch to show for it? We didn't know this was happening, bro. We just got lucky. Did we steal this from the palace? Get 'em, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. I think you should be asking, how did we manage to land on your fucking landing pad right in front of you all without you doing anything about it? What a mess. They're in a rough spot. Go easy on them. I'm the rogue trader of House von Valancius. Oh, Abelard. Abelard, introduce me. I should be doing this every time. I am the rogue trader. Give me a status report this instant. On your knees before I blow your brains out. Now I'm gonna go with 3. I want to know what's going on here. A mixture of awe and terror. You know what? I could just lie. I could just go everywhere and say, I'm a rogue trader, and everyone will go, oh no, don't kill me. I'll be like, I won't this time. And then walk away like, sucker. Alright. So the starport's under the control of Governor Wardens. Yeah, I don't want to... Oh! Shit. Bro, you might want to watch out for that grenade. Pardon me, sir. Okay. So you're holding the starport. How may I serve? Some dirty dog nearly shot down my shuttle. I want to know who they are, and I would like to kill them. Alright. Do you know if an Inquisition guy's here, by the way? I'm pretty sure if all this is going on, they'd be pretty concerned. What's going on, though? Unrest, armed rebellion, that kind of shit. Okay. First the lower levels sparked and it went up the spires. Abe, don't say anything. He's looking at me like, oh, the lower levels, they started a rebellion and it got worse. Is that what happened? Interesting, Captain. Seems that the lower levels rebelled and it got worse. Who could have ever seen that coming? Alright. Then Felix tore off his mask. precisely because he knew about the trouble on Rykad Minoris. He knew none of our allies would come to our aid. You may continue your report, peasant. Shit. She's flexing. Oh shit, she's flexing. Unit was here when it all went to the Groxers. The tech priests. Oh, you've got a tech priest. Nice. I will take one of those with me. Linked satellites reported sightings of strange void ships in the system. I saw one of those. That's why I never went to them. Because they looked strange. They landed on Rykad Minoris. Governor took precautionary measures and ordered an increase in security for the sea. We got Xenos on here then? So this is a Xenos uprising? Is it the Tau? Are they here spreading the greater good? Fucking Tau, they won't stop. They're crushing us. Decision and consequences. We came too late. Right, so this is worse now. Because we didn't come here first. If we came here first, we could have probably resolved the situation, but then we would have gone to the other place and it would have been a mess. It's been a whole turn since last reinforcements came. We're running low on ammo. Everyone is wounded. Okay. What caused this? Ill thoughts. Falling on hard times, the ground keeps shaking and things keep exploding. That'll do it. People are scared. They don't know about duty and the Emperor and so on. Alright. How can pathetic rebellions cause enough for such lackluster welcome ceremony? Look, I get you guys are having like an armed uprising right now, but this is the greeting I get. Where are the trumpets? Where's the red carpet? The red carpet is on fire. Why is nobody putting out my red carpet? Pat him on the shoulder. There. It's all good. You're doing a good job. Good for you. I cannot leave you and your people without aid. Reinforcements will be sent from my ship. Excuse me, but who? Who are we sending? Tell Voxmaster Vigdis to pick up a gun and come down here and help these people. And that fat git from the Factorum, he needs to come down here too. Maybe the Master of Fire would like to come down here and put some fires out. You're doing a fine job. So are your troops. Hold this world together. I believe in you. When you're done, you can have a pizza party. No, okay, I'm going to send whatever I can to help. We won't forget, and we'll be praying to the Emperor. Good for you. By the way, somebody nearly shot down my ship. I'm not happy about that. Hey, have you heard of any Inquisition dudes, by the way? Anybody showing up here with, like, you know, strange, even stranger ways of viewing the world? I don't know. Ooh. It's like, yeah, look, a rogue trader, Inquisition, all the big shit's coming here, dude. This place is jumping. Alright, I'm gonna go see the governor. As long as the rebels keep shooting the damned anti-aircraft battery, there's no way your shuttle no way you'll shuttle you to the governor. It'll be on foot. That's fine. I need the steps. We might not be doing that right now, because I need to probably finish soon. No one to send as an escort. It's fine, I brought my own. Do you not see this glorious lady over here? Yes, and she does have a chainsword. And a bolter. She will protect me. I will voxcast orders to wait for you, though. Okay, cool. So they're gonna let people know we're on our way. You're a good soldier, but you got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Thank you for the boost of inspiration there, Adira. Way to raise their spirits. I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying, but I've seen blood, I know, yep. So the path is dangerous, what waits? Roadblocks have gone, but the whole place is in the rebel hands. The city is almost lost, no help will come. We're surrounded by rebels. It's okay, I'll go kill them all. I'm the main character. You're lucky I'm here. So, what about this tech priest? Very important person for an Adeptus Mechanicus arrived on a shuttle before they locked down the sky. He keeps asking whether anyone by the name of Amarant or Amarnat or something like that had recently arrived. That's not a name we've come across, I think. He demanded also to talk to the governor personally, so okay. I will see that your heroism is noted, and if you die in battle, I will be sure to scratch your name into a bulkhead somewhere on my ship. You're a fool. The governor, who is safe and sound at the rear, has left you for dead, and you're preaching about glory? Yes, let's further boost their morale. A good fighter would have long since reclaimed this starport. Move out and attack, you cowardly knave. No. Yeah. Alright, I'll see your heroism is known. I live to serve. You will die to serve. Or you will serve to die. Or, I don't know. Another interruption explodes. Yeah. We will hear rumors as we travel. These rumors are just that. Another time there's something to them. While traversing the expanse, there's a rogue trader. We're bound to hear more rumors and so on. Okay, so that gave us a rumor finally. Another one. According to the satellites, an unidentified void ship is circling nearby. Star has landed on a large uninhabited world in the system. Huh. So they didn't land here. Okay. And I thought they might have landed here. Is there anything I can steal from these poor people before we move on? Hey, who's shooting? Leave it alone. Oh, hello. Yes. Hi. You guys aren't going to need these, like, plasma accumulators, rechargeable batteries, or, you know, cigarettes, right? Okay, cool. I'll take those. They will go to a good cause. My pocket. So I guess we go down here then. That's the way to go. Okay. But unfortunately, guys, I do need to finish because I think I've reached my limit today for being able to speak. So, thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate you all watching.